What's going on, everyone? Just going to do the final Legion boss ship comparisons on what ship works best for Icarus. And most of the players, again, always kind of scream the Phantom and Thor main gun on this Legion boss. But I have been doing kind of a comparison on a few ships just to kind of see if this is true or if there's a better ship combo to use on this. And let's go ahead and start out this way. I'm gonna bring up a little topic that kind of came up for me here on the gems, and so I had some pretty major gem upgrades. As you guys can see, I now have 2-star reds with my gems, but I kind of never really seen it this way. And I guess, you know, once you start getting your 2-star reds, some things can kind of happen here that I wasn't really expecting, and I'll kind of show you what I mean by that. So let's say I wanted to do more dodge all the way across the board. Now you see I have my 2-star red dodge, but look what happened once I started getting those 2-star reds. It started wiping out my 5 and 6 stars dramatically. So if I wanted to do a whole row basically of dodge, so right here in my defense, I would have a very weak gem in there. So I wasn't really expecting that. And so now it's kind of like I was forced to use my best gems. And I'll give you an example. I'm not a super huge fan of the wing gun, but right here you can see my my red gems here. My most powerful gems as of right now are wing guns. And so for me to drop in some of these lower gems at this point wouldn't make any sense. And so now I'm kind of forced a tiny bit to mix up my gems to my somewhat, so to speak, best gems right now. And so never really seen it like this before. And I guess once you start getting your really high gems here, you can run into kind of a weird predicament, because of course, especially in Star Scramble and Planet Wars, we all love the dodge gems. But again, look here, my dodge gems now are so weak below this 2-star red that it would be silly of me to put these in, possibly. I haven't been able to play Star Scramble, and we just got out of Planet War, so I can't really see my comparisons of how well this is going to work, but just thought I'd bring this to your guys' attention. So when I go back and do my gems that I've been doing on the Legion bosses for you guys, you can see kind of the little weird predicament that I'm in. And basically what this is saying is you need to collect more gems. You need to collect a lot of gems, and we know of course if you're trying to collect more gems, it's going to cost a lot of money to do that. And so I'm a little taken back a little bit by the lack of gems now that I have to back up any of my cabins. If I wanted all aerial, if I wanted all boss, right now it's kind of like I said, I'm in almost a forced position of using my best gems right now. And I guess that's a good thing. You know, I haven't really done it this way in the past, but just thought I'd bring something up here. You know, once you start getting your really high gem counts here, it really does take away from your fund of what gems that you could back those up with. And as you can see, little different here, and I've never seen it like this. And I guess once you start getting into those high gems, just, you know, collect. But you know, I'm a huge fan of the dodge gems, and if you look again at my dodge gems here, it would be a little silly to back up a 1, a 2, or a 3 to that just at this point. But like I said, I haven't been able to get into Star Scramble to see, you know, how effective the 2 red star dodge is. And but I just thought I'd bring this up to you guys. We do have an aerial Legion boss, and of course we do have the Titan, which is aerial. So of course I have my boss gems in there, and I do have a aerial, and just because these are my best gems right now, I do have a ground in here. Now this wouldn't be that effective against an aerial, but again, going back to my gems, all of my gems are pretty dang weak right now. And so I do have another boss that I could put in there, but with the 2-star reds, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But yeah, just kind of an odd topic now for me to bring this up, because I'd like to set my cabin up a little bit differently, but to go to those really low gems versus these high gems wouldn't make sense in this point. So there's kind of a different way to look at this now once you start getting your gems. So, but going back to the Legion boss, I always do the comparison with the Conqueror, and then we'll just kind of move forward and see what we can do. So we'll use this as basically the base of the tests here. And actually, you know, I'll show you guys my technology. My technology didn't change that much from yesterday's video, but I'll show my technology to you guys. I usually do that in the beginning here, but that's okay. And this is probably the longer timed Legion boss, I think. This one takes the longest to beat, but this one's not so tough, guys. And so if you guys have any comments, again, any tips or ideas of what you guys want to see in the future. I know I keep getting a lot of comments about new player videos, and I've been having kind of a hard time doing a new player video just because of how big I am, and I don't want it to be confusing for the new players. So I apologize about that, but there is a ton of old videos up for the new players, kind of describing how to do certain things. And so some of you newer players, there are some videos up there. Okay, so Conqueror, not a bad score. I wouldn't complain about that in any way, shape, or form. Not a bad score. So just like I said, I will show you guys my technologies on this. Enemy weakened is at 40 on the boss and the aerial. And again, if this was a ground, you could change that aerial to the ground to be a little bit more successful. And I'm at 70 on my against boss damage and aerial damage. And again, if you're doing your ground, you can change that to the ground. And right here, as I'm always explaining, I have this set up a little bit more for Titan and Legion boss because I don't want to reset this all the time. So this is kind of my general technology gameplay. And like I've said, you could use this in Planet Wars and Star Scramble. You might not be able to beat the biggest players in there, or bigger players that you're trying to go against, but this is a pretty solid technology setup for Conqueror. All of the other players that are using different ships using this technology have all been pretty dang successful, so this is kind of my generalized all-around technology setup here. So I promised I'd show this to you guys, and don't have enough to always keep my Thor on main gun, so you're always seeing me level this down in order to do these tests. And of course we have that equipped, and we will do Sirene here. And again, guys, you always want to level up or maximize whatever ship or whatever weapon that you are using. I've said that probably a good 50 times in these videos, and so you'll see me take the time to maximize these tests the best I can with what I have. And I am close with Sirene to being fully maxed. I think I'm 38 shards away, and it seems like a million years until I get that. But I can't wait to have Sirene maxed out here personally, so I don't have to keep doing this all the time for me playing this later down the road. And same with the Thor main gun. But let's make sure everything's equipped, and it is. So let's do the Sirene test here. And again, if you guys have any technologies or anything that you think is working better than what I'm showing, I mean, please feel free to leave us a comment. And again, the whole purpose of this is to for everybody to get a higher score and have more fun with the game. And so with Sirene, again, you have your health benefit that you can get your health back, but again, if you knock your health down and go into your furious mode, for every point closer to 0, you get a percentage of a higher hit. So if you're at 0, you will get a 50% bonus. So you are seeing me, and I'm going to go ahead and just get into it now. As you can see, I'm at 0, and at that 0 point with the ship, you do not want to get hit, but we should be getting 50% extra damage. And right there, guys, that's why it's so tough to use Sirene. I'll try it again here. Yeah, if you get hit once with Sirene, it is just game over. But let's try it again. I think I'm going to do a tiny bit different here. I think I'm going to try to get into the mode and then take some of the points down a little bit faster this time. This is kind of weird. Looks like the game kind of glitched up a little bit. Did you see that? Yeah, the game glitched up on this. That first round, you can rewatch this video. I've never seen that happen. I didn't get my first round and the timer didn't start. And so right here, here's what I was talking about. I was going to get into this furious mode and then start taking it off while in the furious mode. But that was really strange. I've never seen this glitch up like that. Buff that armor, but not get hit either. So, not sure how to take this one, guys, because again, that did do a little glitch, which I've never seen. And 174.3, it's still pretty respectable though. Not a bad score, but I think Conqueror would be the better on this Legion boss as of right now. And then we still have one more here. Let's go to Phantom. I'm gonna reset this in front of you guys and just evolve this the right way back for me, for where I'm at, and to maximize my points here. There's 60, and the reason why I'm doing that, especially for the newer players, if you look at the second diamond here, it says all fighter wing gun attack level 60. So I want to stop there so I'm not wasting any more stars or materials that I don't need. So I want to hit those specifically. And so, and I want that all fighter, especially going back into this, to maximize my test is another reason why you're seeing this. I do have a fully upgraded Phantom, so I don't have to do any of those shifting around stars and material. So we are ready to do that, but we will go check. Yes, we have the Thor, and yes, we have, and this is the one that all the players always scream on this Legion boss to use. Never seen that beginning glitch like that. I mean, you guys can re-watch that, but yeah, there was like 5 seconds. The timer didn't even go, and then the timer started on to when basically the left side of the wing cannons come into the screen, which was kind of crazy. So that wasn't the best of test on this, but I think it's going to be kind of a cool video to show that glitch that I've never seen. The Sirene's a tough ship to use. Again, once you get to that 0 and you barely take any damage, you are dead. So there is a big trade-off on getting that 50% damage with Sirene. Okay, so this one started out the right way here. Try to buff those, buff the shield here for the extra point value. And right here, yep, it is true. Your Phantom ship and your Thor with the Conqueror wing gun, missiles, and shield would be the best ship to use on this. So, and I think I might just challenge it one more time with this setup here. Other notifications coming in here. But let's give it another shot with this setup here. But if you get all 5 in the with that score, I mean, that's a pretty hefty score for the team and a hefty score for yourself. And so again, with the other players saying, well, all my stuff isn't up to par. I got my Conqueror up to par. I got my Thor up to par. And I believe in that. Again, you might be missing out on some points. Do not hesitate to try these, because you never know if you're going to get a higher score until you try with your setup. So I'm going to say that again to you guys here. And I will leave this video because that little glitch there was really strange. Get into my furious mode, if that's what it's called here, with the Phantom. And again, with 2 Thor main guns going with the Phantom, you're getting double. And right there, 214.5 billion, which is a great score for where I'm at, and it's a good score for the team, and I will take it. And so again, guys, most important is, be sure to just test these yourself. I'm showing you guys how to just kind of, go through and do this. And again, you might be missing out on points that you just don't know about or afraid to try, but it's worth trying. I mean, do different combinations, try different things, and make the game fun. Don't get stuck in your just complete old ways, and test the game yourself. And again, most importantly, just have fun.